Good evening, everyone. Adam here from Bullogic, taking the time out this evening to talk about the tools that we use to trade. We get lots of questions on what exactly we use and how we use it to trade and make our money. This is what this video is dedicated to. I'm going to walk you through the tools that we use and how we use them. Now, before I start, the one thing I want to say is we are not affiliated with any of these companies or websites that I'm about to show you. They do not give us money for saying any of this stuff. We've tried a bunch of different programs and tools, and we've just narrowed it down to what we like and what works for us the best, which is the most important thing is finding something that works for you. So hope you enjoy. First thing we have is TC2000 by Warden.com. This is our charting program. You've probably seen it in our watch list, our market analysis videos, our trade review videos, and pretty much every time we need to pull up a chart, TC2000 is the place we go to. This is an excellent charting program. It's very customizable and very specific to charting and creating scans and watch lists and everything you need to actually lay out your charts and your plans. It has a lot of drawing tools to make it easy to draw on your charts. As you see, I like to add a lot of lines to my charts. We have our indicators, as you see with the moving averages, the volume, the stochastics. It's got a lot more indicators to be able to add. You can create your own indicators. You can set up your charts any way you would like. As you can see, I have 3 charts here on my main window. I got the daily, the 2-minute, and the 30. You can have 4 charts, 8 charts, charts with all different kinds of time frames, charts showing different all kinds of things, indicators in all different places. So definitely very easy to customize and set it up the way you want, which is why I really like this program, because I can set it up the way I want to see it. And my partner, he can set it up the way that he wants to see it, because maybe what works for me does not work for him and vice versa. So it's very easy to customize. You can create a bunch of different tabs on here if you have different customizations that you would like to have. Maybe you have your daily thing, maybe you have your intraday thing, maybe you have just for scanning, etc. So you can have a lot of different tabs and setups already made for you, ready to go. Now, one thing you notice is we are running the gold package. This is non-real-time data. This is like $30 a month. It's an excellent price for what you get. We highly recommend going with it. They also have the platinum package if you want to do real time. But since this isn't a trading platform and we don't run intraday scans, there was just no reason to get the platinum package. So gold works great. I definitely highly recommend using it. Now, as you can see, there's tons of scans that you can run. We have all these different scans. We have pre-built scans, scans we made ourselves. We have a bunch of different watch lists you can create. You can create as many as you want and fill them with charts. One of the nice things about scans is you can actually create some complicated scans. As you see, you can write in some code, create a bunch of different scans the way you want, so it's very customizable. So maybe you have something out there you want to look for, a pullback or big breakouts or something like that, but you don't know how to put it into the code to get the scan working. Well, then you just hop over to Warden.com, go into their discussion forum, post exactly what you want, and they're going to give you a scan back either that day or the next day. They're just that quick. They have people that just sit there and create these scans for you. So I definitely highly recommend tapping into that if you use TC2000. You just didn't know that. Definitely figure out what you want to scan for and then shoot it their way, and they'll shoot you back a nice scan to throw in there. So besides our scanning program, we have a brokerage. We use TD Ameritrade because they have the Thinkorswim platform. They bought out Thinkorswim and added it to their repertoire of tools, and this is why we like it, because Thinkorswim is a very powerful platform. As far as I'm concerned, it's one of the best in the business, just because it offers a lot of tools. It's well maintained. It's a little clunky at times, but they offer things that will help speed up the program. They release new bug fixes and new updates pretty much every week to help make this a better program. And with this, you can trade and look at forex futures, pairs. You can analyze options. Throw a couple of option trades in here and see exactly what your risk reward is. Maybe you want to throw in a iron condor and see how it's going to react when you increase the delta or increase the volatility by 10% or 5% or drop it, or you move around the stock price. You're going to see how it's going to affect your P&L before you ever put the trade on. So it's a great option tool just because you can be able to see exactly what's going to happen to your trades. You can also do some scanning in here. I really don't understand the scanner at all, so I never use that. You can create watch lists. You can have tons of watch lists set up. Don't really use that either. What I do use this is how I set up my charting program during the day. I keep a 2-minute chart, a 5-minute chart, and a daily chart all in the same frame. I can trade it, see my orders, see the bid-ask spread. I can see the different levels and my average price. There's got quick buy in and sell. So this makes it really easy for me to trade those intraday plays that I'm always showing everyone in my trade reviews. It's very easy for me to do. I could just come in here and I can see everything going on from the intradays to the daily. I'm making sure I don't buy as it hits the 50-day moving average. I'm making sure I got a good intraday setup. So this is what I use to actually make my trades. They also have various different tools. You got your average implied volatilities, you got your trade feeds, you can watch CNBC News. I think they have Tasty Trade on here and all different kinds of. I think they even got Benzinga live audio feed on here now. So different tools that you can use, and like I said, they're always updating them and making them better. So if you need a brokerage, I highly recommend using these guys. You put on enough trades, you can negotiate your trades down. So don't let the $10 trades scare you away, because it's definitely worth the price to pay. Besides using these different softwares, we also have different websites we like to use. One of them is FinViz. This is an excellent site to use. Here's their homepage. It lays out it very nice. You have your major indexes here: the Dow, the Nasdaq, the S&P. I like it if they would put the Russell here, but that's okay. Then you got your bull and bear indicators. You can get a quick look of different bullish and bearish sentiment indicators. Then they give you a list of tickers broken down into different groups. You got your top gainers, your new highs, your overbought, the high volume, insider buying. And then you also have the top losers, the new lows, the oversold, the most volatile. So it definitely gives you a nice quick snapshot of what is moving and what's not moving. And they also have the heat map here, and if you click on it, it'll give you a lot more detail. But a heat map tells you where the buying is and where the selling is. So you can see, Apple is down 2%, and you can see that. You can see that this sector maybe was a hurt a little bit more. This sector did pretty good. This sector is pretty much green, so you can see that's where the money is right now. That's the rotation of the money. They also go ahead and do some technical analysis with you. They have stocks broken down by wedge doan patterns. Maybe we just want to look for a chart that has a wedge down pattern, or maybe a horizontal support and resistance, or a trend line. You could just click on these and it'll show you all the charts with these types of patterns. So if you're new to charting, it makes it really easy to see the different types of patterns and see how they look on different charts. It helps you get accustomed to it. They also have news that gets broken down into market news, and they also have stock news, major economic releases. You can click on this and see the different economic releases and the results. Did we beat the estimates? Did we lose or miss the estimates? Earnings releases coming out, top insider trading. They got some forex and some bond information, and they got some future information. Another thing you could do is come up here into this little search box, insert a ticker like Amazon, and it gives you a whole bunch of news, indexes, market caps, flow, short flow, insider, transactions, how it's done for the week, the month, the year to date. All these good statistics that a lot of people like to know, and it helps them with the fundamental side. It's all laid out right here, very easy to see, right under a chart with drawn trend lines and support and resistance lines, etc. It also tells you the different upgrades, downgrades, stuff like that. And then when it comes down here, it will give you the various news articles, things that you want to actually read about in the news. As you can see, we got one right here, Amazon worth a shot into earnings. We actually posted that on our website the other day, so make sure you take a look at that. It's a good play. I really like it. We're in it. So FinViz offers a lot of different tools. Make sure you check it out. It also has a scanner that you use. It's a little bit more rudimentary, but a lot of people use it. It's pretty cool just because you can pick the different things that you want to see, and then you can lay it out in chart form. That way you can just easily flip through the charts and see the ones that you like. It makes it real quick. Another website we use is Yahoo InPlay. This is a great site for morning news. I don't like using it during the day because I do believe it is delayed. But in the morning, when the delay doesn't really matter, you come through here, or read about the different news, start at the beginning, see what stocks are beating earnings and what stocks are blowing away estimates, or signing big deals, or mergers or any kind of FDA announcements, any kind of big news that's really going to get them going. I read through this every morning. Not only does it give me a good idea of what the market is doing just from reading the news, but I can also find these excellent stocks where I could play my intraday setups. These are my big PR breaks, so I like to come through here and I look for this PR. Yes, it's good. Okay, yeah, that's real good. They beat away these earnings or whatnot, and I throw it into my Thinkorswim platform. I see if it's gapping up on good volume, and then I play these intraday plays that I do all these trade reviews on. This is where I get these setups from. Yahoo InPlay. It's free. It's easy. Just come in here and just read news in the morning. Get up a little bit earlier and just read through some news. It'll give you a good take on the market and a good feel. Another tool we like to use is Ticker Spy. Ticker Spy is good for breaking things down into sectors. A lot of times when one stock will move in a sector, a lot of those stocks in that same sector won't move just for sympathy. We call these sympathy plays when stocks run because something else that is like them is running right now. So come over to the Ticker Spy website, click on indexes, and then just look. You can use this during the day, and you can see cancer stocks that were big that day, and electronic retailer stocks, and you click on it, and it's going to give you all the different types of electronic retailer stocks in here, if they're up for that day. So maybe you want to check out a couple of charts, maybe see if Con is flagging intraday, going to make another run at the highs. Maybe you want to see if RSH is going to set up to run with the rest of these guys, stuff like that. It's just good to break down into sectors and see what kind of stocks are actually running with each other. It's good for finding extra plays and just see what's moving that day. All right, so these are the main tools we use. We also like to use twitter.com. Make sure you use that, and make sure you follow us on Twitter. We post our ideas and we post our trades. As you can see, we like to throw out our market analysis, and we post what we're looking at during our day trades every morning about 8:20 Central Time, so 9:20 Eastern Time, about 10 minutes before the market opens. I throw out the intraday setups that I'm watching. That way you have an idea of what is gapping up that day. Maybe you couldn't read Yahoo InPlay that day. Well, I did. So just go on, check out those charts that I posted up, and then you can actually wait for them to set up intraday. We also post, our plays if we're getting in or out of stock. What happened? Did we lose money? Did we make money? And then you also get our post for our blog or Bullogic.com. If you need people to follow, come up here to my following. I have 71 followers. All these people are good at what they do. They're different, market analysis and watch lists and traders. They're all great at what they do. So it's a good place to start for following people. So click on the following and then, start following some people out of there, and you'll have a nice Twitter feed, and you'll be able to see what people are trading and what people are doing, and it'll help you actually trade during the day. It'll help you generate some ideas. It shows you what the market's going to do. Like right here, I can see China stocks slip after a Golden Week holiday, down 0.2%. I might have never known that if I didn't have Twitter. It's good to have a good grasp of what's going on in the world and with the market. So definitely a good tool to have. All these tools are free, or all these websites are free, I should say. And then we use Thinkorswim from TD Ameritrade and TC2000 from Warden to make all our trades. So those are our tools that we use and how we use them. It's a good idea to make sure they are customizable to you and make sure that they work for you, because that's what really matters, is just using tools that work for you. If it's, it doesn't work for this person, but it works for you, that's great. That's all that matters. So hopefully that helps you with what we use. Thank you.